The okay, I was going to ask about the because we spoke about and one of the things I'm trying to emphasize a lot about celebrate women in music. But we speak about Dallas is doing, Boys to Men, Another Bad Creation, he's doing all these things, and but then he somehow leaves Diva One Production, and is this was this if you were a male, do you think it would have been the same thing, or do you think it was just oh
Okay. Uh, sorry about that.
no, it's fine.
Uh, I freaked out so bad when I disappeared. I need you to reframe that last question.
Yeah, no. So because we've been, I mean, really trying to emphasize about really shine a light about how women had to work twice as hard in the music industry.
Oh, yeah.
And you signed Dallas, and he's making 10 diamond albums, and all of a sudden he kind of disappears from your grasp. And I was wondering, if you were male, do you think people would have had a lot more, that would have been a different outcome? Oh,
Yeah. Well, I believe that if I had been male, somebody would have at least talked to me. It's like Michael Bivins, who had Boys to Men. We had seen each other in the past. Michael was trying to sign Dallas to a contract after Dallas told him he was already signed to a contract. And the reason he got, like I was already on Motown. So they already knew about Dallas when they called and said, we want you and Dallas to come and produce this group, Boys to Men. Oh, okay. So it ended up just being him. I was like, well, that's messed up, but okay. Because he cut those tracks under me still. Even technically, Motown Philly is my master. He just took it and went to Philadelphia and they sang on it. So I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that because we didn't do a master purchase agreement at all. But Joel Katz, his attorney, Michael Bivins' attorney, became Dallas's attorney. So Michael Bivins was guilty of torturous interference with my agreement. Still, in all that, I wasn't trying to stop Dallas. The worst part was Clarence Avant coming in, saying to Dallas, and this is part of his court testimony, that Clarence was like, we could just this. I'm paraphrasing. Well, we're just going to get you out of that with her. We got other stuff that we want you to do. So basically, paraphrase, we just make her disappear.
And when you
Go ahead.
shared that story, because you basically walked Dallas Austin into relationships with LA and Babyface. You took him to
Everybody,
Minneapolis, to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So
everybody.
people just think that he just fell out of the sky, but you
Now,
brokered those relationships. And
yeah,
since you
for
talk
two
about
years.
for being a female in the industry, and then even them separating him from you, if you were male, at a minimum, they would at least paid you out. You
Yeah,
know how they do.
yeah,
They would at least paid you out. Say, okay, here, we're just going to go ahead and buy you out. Here's 6 figures or whatever. We're going to go ahead and move on. But they just literally just took them from you.
right. And so I had to file a lawsuit against Motown in the middle of my second Motown album because Gerald Busby also was part of it. And against Dallas and Michael Bivins. So make a long story short, they're like, okay, so we're going to let you keep half of what you already got for like a year. Because Dallas was in the second year of like a 4-year deal with me. So pretty much they were like, we'll let you keep half of what you got for these couple of things that he's done. And he'll do blah, 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 which never happened. And, we'll let you keep living pretty much. That was it.
So can you explain the situation? Because on another platform, I won't mention the platform, but he was on one. And he talked about that situation to where in the midst of him producing those records, because of, I guess, there was I would say contract dispute or whatever, but a lot of the revenue that he was producing, he was generating from those records, that money was in escrow. The money was
Yeah,
in
he couldn't
escrow.
get paid. He couldn't get paid. And I didn't know how much money was there. I didn't care. I just felt so violated. I was like, I don't care about money. I don't care about money. And he actually told me, he was like, when we finally did a settlement agreement for me to get half of what I should have for a year instead of the 4 years of whatever, and have him do some songs for me, he said, "You must not have had any idea how much money was there." And I said to him, "And I did not care, and I still don't. Still don't." I mean, I still, to this day, it's like, I don't know how many records Motown Philly has sold, but it's like millions and millions and millions and millions. So yeah, some things are like beyond money to me. And I was like, I don't care about this money.
Yeah, but what did you, his name was on the credits of what all the things he was doing with you.
Yeah.
I would, as Sheldon says, you were opening doors and introducing him to people. So did anything go wrong between the two of you? Or did people see how valuable he was and try and just yank him away? Or did he just feel as if he wasn't getting his dues and so he needs to leave and somebody says, yeah, we'll help you leave? Or what do you think?
It was all of the above. There was somebody who came and wanted to do one of Dallas's songs and they wanted 50% of his publishing. And I'm like, who are they? It was somebody who was nobody. I said, if Teddy Riley wants 50%, okay, I don't know who this is. I'm not giving them 50%. Okay, he was mad about that. But then after Michael Bivins got in his ear and had him make Joel Katz his attorney too, well, Joel, a partner of Joel Katz, let me be more specific. He basically told him, well, your agreement with her is a work for hire and it should be something else. And I was like, it would have been something else. We didn't even get to that part. Because I had always told him, I want us to be partners. We're not starting out as partners. You're 16 on the front porch right now, but you're going to be great. I told him, I took him to Sylvia, Jimmy Jam and Terry, everybody, LA and Face, everybody, and begged them to give him work. Okay? Nothing was happening at the time. But I was like, keep recording, I'll keep paying, like $120 an hour, or doing lockouts for $750 or $1,000 a day. So he could just keep recording. Got it paid for him to get a programmer and an engineer, all of that. So, it's just about money. It's like I was in the way of people who were already bigger being in control of everything. And then even in the case of him doing the TLC stuff for LA and Pebbles, I had taken Dallas to LA and begged him to give him work. Then they had the nerve, after they recorded all the TLC songs, like at least Motown put produced by Dallas Austin for Diva One Productions. LA wasn't going to put that on there. He put produced by Dallas, I guess, for DARPA or whatever. So LA took my credit. Then they didn't even pay me. It took a couple of years for them to pay me anything, even the song, the publishing money. And a woman called from Sony because I had sent some letters. She was like, "You mean you never got paid?" No. She said, "Oh my God." So of course she FedExed a check to my house the next day, because that technically was another lawsuit. But it's just like, credits are important. And even if you're going to screw me out of most of my money and all the opportunities I should have had because of that, you're going to cheat me on my credit too. I owe LA for that one.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between
us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They don't understand what those boys winning all
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different